Hey YouTube, ZoeHartist here. Today's video is a really special collaboration with 6 other YouTubers, and the collaboration is called Inspired by Fairy Stories. So I will be collaborating with Annie Claxton, Cutest Voodoo, Emily Arts, Gabby Chic Dolls, Just Johnny Creations, and Casper Binzer. And I'm going to list everybody either here or here, hopefully. If I don't manage it, then they are going to be in the description below. So check everybody out. I'll link you to their YouTube and Instagram accounts. So I was really honoured to be asked by Annie and Johnny to take part in this collaboration. Unfortunately, my video is going to be approximately 24 hours after everybody else's because my rabbit chewed through the power cable on my computer. So although I am recording this prior to the collaboration starting, I can't edit, so I'm waiting for a power cable to arrive, but it should arrive for me to edit, to either get it on late Sunday night or sometime Monday, so fingers crossed. But yeah, this it's not limited to us. If you would like to take part in the collaboration, then please do your fairy tale piece and use the hashtag Inspired by Fairy Stories and post on YouTube or Instagram or wherever you like to post. So yeah, this is my piece. Mine is based on the Snow Queen. The Snow Queen is the story, if you don't know, that Disney's Frozen was based on, and Elsa was based on the Snow Queen herself, although she is very different. She's loosely based on her. The Snow Queen's actually a villain, and she's not the main character. But what I have done is based my Snow Queen on Elsa. But not completely. I've foregone a plait because I didn't want her to look too cutesy, so I've just left her with an updo. But anyway, I am going to be using today these supplies. You may notice there is no black. The darkest we have is this dark blue Copic multiliner in a 0.3, I believe. I also have a selection of Copic Chow Ann's Copic sketch markers. I have a couple of Ahuhu markers. These are some Jelly Roll gel pens and a couple of Poscas. So I am avoiding black unless I absolutely need it, but as you can see here, I have a rough piece, and I think it is fine without any black. So we are going to get started. I'm going to go into voiceover shortly, and I will talk to you a little bit about the story. The Snow Queen is an original fairy tale by Danish author Hans Christian Andersen. It was first published on the 21st of December 1844 in New Fairy Tales. In the story, the devil, in the form of an evil troll, has made a magic mirror that distorts the appearance of everything it reflects. The magic mirror fails to reflect the good and beautiful aspects of people and things and magnifies their bad and ugly aspects. The devil, who is the headmaster at a troll school, takes the mirror and his pupils throughout the world, delighting in using it to distort everyone and everything. They attempt to carry the mirror into heaven in order to make fools of the angels and God, but the higher they lift it, the more the mirror shakes as they laugh, and it slips from their grasp and falls back down to earth, shattering into billions of pieces, some no larger than a grain of sand. The splinters are blown by the wind all over earth and get into people's hearts and eyes, freezing their hearts like blocks of ice and making their eyes like the troll mirror itself, seeing only the bad and ugly in people and things. Years later, a little boy named Kai and a little girl named Gerda live next door to each other in the garrets of buildings with adjoining roofs in a large city. They could get to each other's homes just by stepping over the gutters of each building. The two families grow vegetables and roses in window boxes placed on the gutters. Gerda and Kai have a window box garden to play in. They become devoted to each other as playmates, as close as they were if they were siblings. On a pleasant summer day, splinters of the troll mirror get into Kai's heart and eyes. Kai becomes cruel and aggressive. He destroys their window box garden. He makes fun of his grandmother, and he no longer cares about Gerda, since everyone now appears bad and ugly to him. The only beautiful and perfect things to him now are the tiny snowflakes he sees through a magnifying glass. The following winter, Kai goes out on his sledge to play in the snowy market square and hitches it to a curious white sleigh carriage driven by the Snow Queen, who appears as a woman in a white fur coat. Outside the city, she reveals herself to Kai and kisses him twice, once to numb him from the cold, and a second time to take him To make him forget about Gerda and his family, a third kiss would kill him. She takes Kai in her sleigh to her palace. The people of the city conclude that Kai has died in the nearby river. Gerda, heartbroken, goes out next summer to look for him and questions everyone and everything about Kai's whereabouts. She offers her new red shoes to the river in exchange for Kai. By not taking the gift at first, the river lets her know that Kai did not drown. So Gerda climbs onto a boat and the river carries her away to start her on the right path. When Gerda reaches the Snow Queen's palace, she is halted by the snowflakes guarding it. She prays the Lord's Prayer, which causes her breath to take the shape of angels, who resist the snowflakes and allow Gerda to enter the palace. Gerda finds Kai alone and almost immobile on the frozen lake, which the Snow Queen calls the Mirror of Reason, on which her throne sits. Kai is engaged in a task that the Snow Queen gave him. He must use pieces of ice like a Chinese puzzle to form characters and words. If he is able to form the words the Snow Queen told him to spell, she will release him from her power and give him a pair of skates. Gerda runs up to Kai and kisses him. He is saved by the power of her love. Gerda weeps warm tears on him, melting his heart and burning away the troll-like splinter in it. As a result, Kai bursts into tears, which dislodge the splinter from his eye and becomes cheerful and healthy again. He remembers Gerda and the two dance around so joyously that the splinters of ice Kai had been playing with are caught up in the dance. When they tire of dancing, the splinters fall down and spell eternity, the very word Kai was trying to spell. Kai and Gerda leave the Snow Queen's domain and with the help of the reindeer, the Finn woman and the Lap woman, they meet the robber girl, and from there they walk back to their home. So like all fairy tales, the Snow Queen is evil. Fairy tales are really dark, and I believe most of them are. So yeah, quite a lot different from Frozen. But anyway, that is a basic synopsis of the fairy tale. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and we will catch up at the end. So here we are at the end of the video after all the troubles I had, which was the cable for my computer. So at this point where I'm recording this, I'm still waiting for the new cable to arrive. I also started doing this and did my line work first in the jelly roll, which I did on my test piece, but it dried really quickly on my test piece, which was in a moleskin, and it didn't dry on this, so it kept smudging. And then the Copic affected it, which it didn't on my test piece, so I had to stop, redraw her. Luckily, because I had my original, I traced my my original design from my sketchbook, so it's not like I had to completely redraw it. It was just a retrace. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's taken me about an hour and a half to complete. Here is obviously the finished piece, and I'll compare her to the original. So pretty similar, just a little bit more refined, and there's more blue in this piece because when I did this, I didn't have the blue Copic markers, and I didn't have the blue. I mean, I tested it on this piece, the Copic multi-liner, which I bought especially for this. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how this turned out, and it was an absolute joy to take part in this collab, even though it caused me more stress than it needed to, but we got there. But please, yeah, linked below is everybody that took part. That's Annie Claxton, Cutest Voodoo, Emily Arts, Gabby Chic Dolls, Just Jolly Creations, and Casper Binzer. They're all linked below, so please go and check them out. And if you liked this video, let me know in the comments below. Tell me what you thought. You can take part, as I said earlier, yourselves, using the hashtag inspired by fairy stories. So it's just post on like Instagram or wherever you like to post. So yeah, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and you will get more content from me. And if you want to find me in other places, I'm also going to link below all my social media accounts. So that is Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitter. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.